Hello everybody and welcome back to my nail tutorial for this abstract design that I created using these gorgeous colors. This design was inspired by Flickanel and I'll put a link to her site below. This design features one of my spring favorite picks for 2017. Each season I pick 10 and do a nail design for each one. This Essie Gel Couture polish is really amazing. It's my favorite color from the line. It's this soft peachy pink and I did a review of these polishes and I'll put a link to that down below. I'll also be using my custom green polish that I created in New York City with Essie. Unfortunately, this is one of a kind, but OPI does have some great olive green shades that you can use to substitute for this. I just had to use this. I've been excited to use it in a nail art design, and so I finally used it. And I'm also using Essie Blossom Dandy for my minty polish, and I'll also be using Essie Good as Gold. So I started off, you'll see here, using Couture Curator, the peachy pink polish on my pointer and my pinky and my thumb, and then my middle finger I did my green polish, and then on my ring finger I did 2 coats of Urban Decay. My custom polish has an interesting formula, so it is a little bit bubbly because I tried to apply it a little too thick, so you'll see that I'll change that out here a little bit later. So after letting those dry, I'm going to come in with my Winstonia brush and paint on one angle, one little triangle end here with my Blossom Dandy on the outside. And you'll see with each of these I do have to do a couple coats, and I sped this up because the process is a little bit slow. Okay, now I'm going to come in with the green and I'm going to do 1 coat of that, and I'm going to do a slanted angle in towards the center, out towards the edge of the nail, and then in again towards the center. And I ended up doing 3 coats of that. And then I switched this pinky to Blossom Dandy just because I thought that looked so good next to that Blossom Dandy on the side there. Next, I'm going to come in with my Couture Curator. Now I want to tell you that these gel polishes really aren't meant for nail art. I just love this one so much that I wanted to use it. And you're going to do that right next to that green one. But there's other polishes they have that are similar to this, but as you can see it drags a little bit and they're really kind of difficult to use for nail art just because they're not intended that way. But I found it best to just do 1 easy coat and let it dry completely before going in with the second coat, and then it worked okay, but it is a little harder to work with. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with the black polish and do the same thing right next to the pink. So now we have those 3 zigzags in a row, and then we have a little bit of bigger, wider neutral space, and then into the blue. And I just think that gives it a really cool look, and I love how Flickanel created that design. It's so cool looking. And again, make sure you give it a good amount of time to dry before you come in with that second coat to fill it in and make it look extra nice. And then once you're finished with those designs, you can come in with a brush and clean it up here. And then for the finishing touch, just adding a touch of gold, I think just adds so much to a manicure, so I did that on the side by the blue. And then I'm going to come in here and do this on each tip of the nail. Again, make sure your design is completely dry before you go in with your fast dry top coat. I'm using HK Girl by Glisten and Glow. And that's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know if you've tried any of Flickanel designs. I think she really does a good job. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks guys!